Imagine this. You invite SNEAKO onto your own podcast. Try to pressure him into apologizing for his views on Israel. And instead of getting compliance, you get absolutely destroyed on your own show. That's exactly what happened when Steiny, a Jewish streamer who's been very vocal in his support for Israel and Benjamin Netanyahu, decided to push SNEAKO during the stream. What started as a conversation quickly turned into one of the most intense and one-sided debates you'll see. SNEAKO didn't just defend himself. He went straight on the offensive, calling out Steiny for platforming Netanyahu and exposing what he sees as massive double standards. Let's watch the full clip first, and then we will explain.
Being serious, is there anything that you have said that you regret saying?
I'm not going to sit here and apologize or say that I regret things. It's like, you're not in my world. You don't do what I do.
I don't. That's what I'm trying to learn.
Respectfully, let me explain to you what I go through because you're not asking, and I'm going to tell you. I'm
curious. I want to know what you go through.
You want to know? Okay, you haven't asked, so I'll just tell you. I was banned from Australia. You know what that's like? You know what it's like to have secret police following you? You know what it's like to sit on a podcast and right here? Let me answer my question.
But I haven't done anything to deserve that.
You platformed a war criminal. That's far more deserving of a ban of a country than saying things that hurt people's feelings.
Bro.
Absolutely. And let me finish saying
many people have interviewed that guy.
Okay.
We just didn't do it the best way we could.
Yeah, well, with American values, that's far more deserving of a ban than anything I did. You can't even give me a reason why I should be banned from Australia. Ready? Try to tell me. Why should I be banned from Australia?
Hate speech.
What's one thing?
I think people look at you and they think that.
Okay, you said that like 6 times in a row. You're looping right now. No, let me get to my point. Hold on. No. You asked me to tell you what I'm going through, and you keep interrupting me because you have a TikTok brain. I'm gonna explain. I
think that people get worried that where you go.
Steiny, stay in your lane, bro.
No, I'm just.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Listen to me. I think that.
Listen, you have nothing of value to say.
I think there's a lot of people out there that don't like you. So
you said this like 10 times.
Yeah, but so when you travel to Australia, there's signs or there's maybe.
No, people love me in Australia. People love me in Australia.
Could bring, and they want to avoid that.
There's not one person that had anything negative to say to me in Australia. The people that were upset were Sky News Australia and the government that's owned by the Jewish supremacists. Now let me explain what it's like to be me and why you should stay in your lane. Without interruption, I had secret police in Australia following me around. I said on this podcast, and you're like, oh, I don't think Mossad gives an F about you. Absolutely they do. Intelligence agencies are funding 7K to influencers to spread propaganda. You think that somebody like me is not constantly on their radar? You don't think that I'm bugged constantly? You don't think that the feds tap me? I saw them following me in Australia. You know what that's like? You know what it's like to get banned everywhere on every single platform and they take away your access to use your voice and other people like you can create a narrative that's false about you and you don't even have a place to defend yourself for 3 years and then finally they apologize and you get it back? And then people like you don't even know, and they're like, oh, the algorithm hates you. Let me finish explaining. Do you know what it's like to say what's true before everybody else gets on board? And then they start saying it, and you're like, well, you were demonizing me then. Now you sound exactly like me. Moist Critical, who you brought up earlier, I debate him. Now he's repeating exactly what I say about Zionism. Back then, I was a crazy conspiracy theorist. You know what it's like to have the world calling you crazy? And then they're like, oh, wait, he was kind of right, but nobody apologizes. You don't know what it's like to be this. You don't know what it's like to be me. So respectfully, Steiny, stay in your lane.
Okay, let me tell you.
Stay in your lane.
Let me tell you two
You
things.
make gambling money. I don't. Don't try to say that I grift things or that I use religion.
Gamble.
I don't, bot.
I'm joking
I don't
there.
get deals with this. Okay, but there's truth in every joke.
The problem is you're
I do not take the deals that you take. I am not in the position that you are in.
Shit, bro. That doesn't mean shit.
I'm not saying that I'm any better. I'm not trying to compare myself to you. I don't care. I do what I do. But don't try to understand my world. Don't try to put yourself in the same position because we are not the same, bro.
SNEAKO didn't just win that exchange. He dismantled it. Steiny tried to play the moral high ground, pressuring SNEAKO to apologize for hurting feeling. But SNEAKO flipped the script instantly and hit him with the hard truth. You platformed a war criminal. And he's right. Benjamin Netanyahu currently has an active ICC arrest warrant against him for war crimes and crimes against humanity. He stands accused of systematic starvation, targeting civilians, and collective punishment in Gaza, actions that many legal experts and international bodies have described as genocidal. The same Netanyahu has overseen devastating military campaigns in Lebanon that killed thousands of civilians. Yet Steiny, on his own platform, wants to lecture SNEAKO about tone and sensitivity? That's the weak. That's the lameness. Steiny's entire argument collapsed the moment SNEAKO pointed out the hypocrisy. How do you demand an apology for words while comfortably platforming a man wanted by the International Criminal Court for mass killing? How do you lecture someone about hate speech while ignoring actual war crimes happening in real time. SNEAKO stayed laser-focused. He didn't get emotional for the sake of it. He simply refused to accept the double standard. He called it exactly what it is: selective outrage. You can criticize words, but when it comes to actions, bombing hospitals, schools, and entire bloodlines, suddenly everyone wants to stay silent or change the subject. This is why the clip went so viral. People are tired of the scripted, sanitized conversations where one side gets to play victim while defending the indefensible. SNEAKO exposed that game in real time on Steiny's own podcast. Steiny came in trying to corner him. He left looking exposed and weak. At the end of the day, this wasn't just SNEAKO versus Steiny. This was a raw clash between someone willing to speak uncomfortable truths and someone desperate to protect a narrative at all costs. SNEAKO didn't back down. He didn't soften his words. He looked Steiny dead in the eyes and told him to stay in his lane. And honestly, that moment was long overdue. What do you think? Did SNEAKO go too far, or was he simply saying what needed to be said? Drop your honest thoughts in the comments.